Hey everybody, welcome to the Keto Mom page. My name is Stephanie, and we are going to dive into the conversation of what are ketones. So I had a ton of questions on our Q&A, you asking me questions. We did a couple answers yesterday. I'm going to go into straight ketone talk in just a second, and then we'll do some more Q&A and more questions and more answers later on. So as you're tuning in, where are you tuning in from? I'm tuning in from Minnesota, and it is quite a dreary day out today. It is raining. What is the weather like where you're at? I'd love to know. So here is a thought for today, and then I'm going to dive into some questions that I was asked. And the thought was this. I actually have a story. Actually, I'm going to start with this real quick. There are 4, and you might have heard this before because I think I've said it, months past in another live. But here is, I need your answer. So you're going to have to participate. Where are you tuning in from? What's the weather like where you're at? It is rainy here. All right. There are 4 birds on a wire. 4 birds. One decided to fly away. One decided to fly away. How many birds are on the wire? There are 4 birds on a wire, like a telephone wire. One decided to fly away. How many birds are left on the wire? Does anybody have an answer? You might be going, well, obviously there's 3. Or you're going, this is a trick question, and I'm not going to answer it because I don't want to get it wrong, right? So here's what I want you to know. And here's, for the 3 o'clock tasting and a keto tip, I already shook up my ketones because I'm going to talk about these in a little bit. I'm drinking Berry Blue. It's one of my favorites. We're going to talk about what ketones are, but I want you to think of something really quick. There are still 4 birds on the wire. So if there's 4 birds on the telephone wire and one decided to fly away, how many are left? 4. How? Just because you make a decision does not mean that the bird actually flew away. You can decide to do something, but the next step is taking action, right? Just because you decided you were going to do something doesn't mean you actually did it. And so today, I want to give you a keto thought. I want to give you a thought. I'm going to call it a keto thought, but I'm going to give you a thought for the day, and then we're going to dive into some ketone talk. There's a point in your life where you make a decision, and you're going to decide, I'm going to get healthier, I'm going to get stronger, I'm going to eat keto, I'm going to eat low carb, whatever your decision is. And then here is the secret. You actually have to take the action, right? It's consistent action over time that will move the needle, that will get you to your goals, that will get you to where you want to go. It's consistency in your action, right? You don't just wish for it. You don't just get to decide. You don't just hope and pray that the weight comes off. You have to work for it, right? And so it was just kind of funny to make you think like, oh, I've decided to do this, but am I actually taking the steps to make it become a reality, right? Consistent action over time is the secret, the hard work, the action step to accomplish anything. So I hope you enjoyed that fun little story. All right. What are ketones? Why do I drink them? I have people ask about the cream and the broth and how many do I drink? And what are these little packets? What is this mom fuel? That's what we're diving into. At any point in time, as we are talking, if you post a 5 in the comments, I'm going to private message you, and I want to know, I'm going to message you, what are your goals? What are you hoping for? Let's chat about what you want to see accomplished. What are you going after? You've made a decision. Now, what are the action steps you need to take to get to where you want to go? So this is what I'm talking about. It is called Keto NAT. It is my mom fuel, or maybe it's your dad fuel, or maybe it's whatever the case may be, but I've been drinking it for 6.5 years. So along with doing, sometimes I've been strict keto, sometimes I'm low carb. This current state where I'm at, I eat probably too much protein. So I don't physically track very often if I'm in ketosis. I feel it because I'm drinking ketones, but as far as my body's making ketones, I was talking to somebody today, and she was like, I'm eating a lot of protein. I'm not in ketosis. And I said, If you're really truly wanting to track everything and get your body to make ketones, you've got to do a strict keto diet. You've got to track everything for a certain period of time. You're going to test your ketones with a blood meter, not a pee strip, because the longer you do it, those strips are not accurate. And some people's bodies make ketones easier than others, right? So it's not like a straight same formula for everybody. I'd love to know, do you track your ketones? I have for years. I did in the past, and prick your finger, test your ketones. It'll say you're low, or yes, you've got ketones in your system. I sometimes test them with this because you can, but everybody is different, right? And everybody's on their own journey. What are these? I want you to know something. Your body can make ketones and you can drink them. Not everybody wants to do a strict keto diet. You do not have to be doing a strict keto diet to drink this product. You can be low carb. I've got people that are paleo and Whole30 and just eating healthy. They've cut back on the sugar. They're drinking more water. They're making better choices. This is their fuel. Like some of you have pots of coffee or energy drinks or whatever caffeine pills, whatever you're using to get you to where you want to go, right? And so if you're asking questions below, I will get to them after. They kind of move too quickly, so I'll get to your questions when I'm done. I'll send you a message and answer those. If you've got other keto questions as we're talking, post those below and I'll answer them on the next live. But this is a ketone product. It's called beta-hydroxybutyrate. Long word. I'm a mom, not a scientist. It's just what I've learned. You put it in some water, you shake it up, you drink it, and you're in ketosis in under an hour. That does not mean your body is making ketones. That means you've already got the ketones in your system. It's going to help with your energy, your focus, your fat loss, your appetite control, craving control, better mood, better sleep, muscle preservation, helps with digestion, and so much more. I will not answer medical questions because I'm not a doctor, but if you've got medical questions, I can show you some videos that might answer whatever your question is. And so the question is, caffeine or caffeine-free? This comes in both. If you're super sensitive to caffeine, we've got caffeine-free. Caffeine helps with the uptake of ketones. So when you drink it, you've got ketones in your system and your body goes, oh my goodness, my brain is going to turn on because your brain prefers ketones. It's going to help me build some incredible muscles because if you've been here for any point in time, you've heard me joke about getting really nice arms. Helps with my craving control. I'm not having to eat the dessert after every single meal, right? It helps me with my energy. I haven't taken a nap in 6 years. All of the benefits that I need. It helps me get up and move my body. It helps me make better choices. I feel incredible. Incredible. So, caffeine or caffeine-free. They come in lots of different flavors. That's why I do trial packs. So you don't have to commit to a box. You can grab a flavor, trial it, see what you think. So you can post 5 in the comments if you want to know more. I'm not going to strong arm you. I'm not going to be like rude. I'm going to go, hey, I'm glad you're interested. I want to know what your goals are. How long have you been keto or are you low carb? Are you just starting? What are you hoping for? We're actually going to have a conversation, right? So they come in different flavors. You can give it a shot to see what you think. Another question is 1 or 2 a day. I drink 1 in the morning, right when I wake up. It does not ruin your intermittent fasting. And then I drink another one, usually anywhere from 1 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, just because I love them. I feel great. Some people do 1 a day. Some people do 2 a day. It's completely up to you, and I will help you with that. Another question was, I need something for my coffee. Does the keto cream have ketones in it? This is another product that we have. Now, the number 1 product is the Keto NAT. Puts you in ketosis. We have some incredible resources. All I need you to do is head to your phone where you download apps. We have a free app called PRUVIT TV. So it's PRUVIT, PRUVIT TV. And in that app, there's a ton of research and science and videos from doctors that talk about this product. I say this is our number 1 product I drink every single day, no matter what. I feel incredible. It is not a magic pool. It is not a magic tool. It is a helper. All right. And so this puts you in ketosis. You have all of those benefits and you go eat how you choose. If you want to do low carb or keto or better, it's going to help you on your journey to make it 1 day at a time, 1 meal at a time. And it's going to help you create a lifestyle so it's not like a crazy diet, right? Now we've got other products that we have that are supportive products to a low carb lifestyle. We've got a cream you can put in your coffee. We have a broth that I normally just drink this during our fasts or our reboot. Some people love broth. So we've got, I don't have it with me, but we've got like coconut oil, MCT oil. We have some fasts. Like we just got done with this. We've got a reboot. We've got a couple supportive things that you can throw in there when it works for you, like a protein. I don't think I have the protein over here. So this does not have ketones in it. Some people are like, can I take both of them? A lot of people get up in the morning, they have their coffee because you still have coffee, just you got to remove the sugar out of your coffee. And you can put something like keto cream in it. It's got coconut, MCT oil. It's got 4 different strands of MCT oil. I can show you a video on this. It's incredible, and it's going to replace the sugary stuff you put in your coffee. But you can still have a Keto NAT later in the day or even in the morning. It's completely up to you. You're totally fine. And so that was a question. Somebody asked about the broth. A lot of people like to make their own broth or just drink broth in the afternoon, especially coming up to the fall and winter season. And so we have some great broths. This one is super spicy, or we've got some other ones that you can try that come in the reboot. Actually, one of my favorites is the French onion. So you just shake it up, drink it like a soup. That's it. So it's got some ketones in it, not like the Keto NAT. I think it's like a third of the amount just to kind of put some more ketones in your system, but also helps with your low carb lifestyle. All right. Another question was, let me see. Take 1 or 2 a day. It's completely up to you. Some days I take 1. A lot of the days I take 2. Protein. I don't have a picture. Oh, I wish I had a packet. I normally have a packet. I might have one in here. Okay. We have something called Keto OS Pro. I prefer the dark chocolate one that has no dairy in it. We have a couple that have dairy and a couple that are dairy-free. So I drink this usually after a workout or in the afternoons for a light snack. So it's a keto protein. So I have some incredible videos. If you're interested at all in any of these things, send me a message and I want to send you the actual videos of the doctors talking about this. So if you want to know more about the protein, I'll send you some information about that. If you want to know more just about ketones or our broth or our cream, just send me a message. Or if you want me just to reach out to you, post 5 down below, and I would love to have a conversation with you. So they're all great. A couple last questions that I had was, you think I had all these written down. Oh, does it actually put you in ketosis? You can actually test this with your blood meter. You can test it. Most of the time I tell people, listen, I want you to drink the product. I want to work on with your food, but I want you to pay attention to how you're feeling. How's your energy? How is your focus? How's your appetite control? So when you get one of these in the mail, like a trial pack, whether it's 5 or 10, you and I'm going to go, what's your favorite flavor? How was your energy today? I just had a conversation right before this live, and I walked somebody through. Here's what I want you to message me about. If I send you 5 or 10, I want you to tell me which flavor you're trying, how was your energy that day, your appetite control, and your focus. So you might be going, can I really tell a difference in 5 to 10 days? And I would say 90% of people, yes. They feel the energy, they feel the mental clarity, they love the flavor. They're just giving it a shot to see what they think. As far as fat loss goes, that's not going to show up in 5 days. You might I lost a pound, but you could gain that back in water weight, right? So if your goal is fat loss, we're going to work on your food. We're going to work on you moving your body, drinking ketones, and consistent action over time, remember, will get you to your fat loss. Remember what I just said. Most people make a decision they want fat loss, but the decision doesn't get you the fat loss. The action gets you the fat loss. You've got to decide, right? And so I hope that's super helpful. The product is incredible. Oh, I did get a lot of questions about kids. So I'm not a doctor. You have to ask or pregnancy, like any medical questions, I would say, here's my story and here is a doctor, or ask your doctor. Just tell them here's a product. We have the only naturally fermented ketone on the market. So naturally fermented puts you in ketosis. It is incredible. We do have this fun little bag. So these are half packs of ketones. So people go, why do you have a half pack of ketones? And I'll explain why. The bag says parent approved. You can decide how you want to choose to take them. People ask if my kids take the ketones. Me as a parent can decide if my children take ketones or not, or you can always ask your doctor. My kids love ketones. And so this one is great. This little baggie comes with 4 different flavors. And so you take the half pack of ketones, and what would you use these for? Some people love to make their own flavors. So sometimes people will just mix and match them to add a little bit of extra ketones into their shaker bottle already, or they'll change up the flavor, or they just have fun with them. I find that most people love these in the evenings after dinner. Ketones actually can help with sleep, and you might be going, wait, you said you haven't taken a nap in 6.5 years. You are correct. The energy is incredible. Like 30 minutes before bed, or even after dinner. If you take a half pack of caffeine-free, it helps with nighttime cravings. They taste great. So it just depends on how you want to take them. There's no caffeine. It is a half a pack, and it just depends on how you want to utilize them. It's a cute bag. So we have a ton of options, and somebody had said, why do I want to take ketones if I'm already keto? And that was one of the last questions was, most people don't want to do a strict ketogenic diet for long term, or they actually don't get their body into ketosis. So they might be tired, they might have cravings, they might not quite be in ketosis, but they're doing low carb, and that's great. And so this is a helper, right? So it gives you the energy. You don't have to go through the keto flu. You feel amazing. And no different than if you were like, I don't think there's anybody that I could ask when somebody's like, I'm already in ketosis. And I'm like, awesome. It can amplify what you're doing. If you fall out of ketosis, it'll help you with your cravings, and it'll kickstart you and get you back into ketosis. It's going to put ketones in your system, right? And so I just tell people, listen, you're using something. So I have people that are like, no, I don't. I'm like, how much coffee do you drink? Well, I drink about 3 or 4 cups. I go through Starbucks every day. I drink a whole bunch of meal replacements. I'm taking caffeine pills. I'm taking those 500 energy drinks. Like, I get it. And this is my fuel. This is what I love. It's helped me to create a lifestyle for 6.5 years. I feel amazing. So take it for what it's worth. It's an incredible product. If you want to learn more, I would love to chat with you. So post 5 in the comments and we can chat. Otherwise, continue to tune into the page, right? So we share recipes all day long. Go to ketomomsecrets.com, all one word, Keto Mom Secrets, and there's a ton of recipes there for you. You can tune in every single morning, and we do a mindset live every morning. So we've been talking about EQ and AQ, being in control of your emotions, because if you're not, it usually leads to overeating. We talk about AQ, being adaptable. We're going to be going through this book very soon. And so continue to tune into the page, whether it's in the morning or the afternoons. You're just looking for some recipes. Maybe you don't really want to talk to me. It's okay. It's okay, right? The page is here to help you in any way, shape, or form that it can help you. So if you've got specific questions about the diet, I like to say lifestyle, or how to track something, send me a message and I will respond back to you. I answer all of my messages before I go to bed at night. So usually throughout the day. So I hope that was helpful. Again, if you press the share button, I don't think I didn't draw a name from yesterday. So if you press the share button, let me know your name from yesterday and today. We'll go into a drawing for some mom fuel. We give these away all the time. I just have to remember to check the names and put them in a little drawing. So let me know that you shared, and I will put your name in for tomorrow. And if you've got other keto questions, ask any questions below, whether it's about food or how to track or anything. Ask, and I will answer you. I'll either send you a message or I'll answer them here on a live. So it usually gives me things to talk about as well, because you can only talk about so many things before I'm like, all right, everybody, I gave you all of the tips, everything. Like, I've told you it all, and now it goes back to the bird on the wire, right? It requires action. Little things like, don't eat if you're not hungry. That is an action step. Oh, I'm going to go snack, but I'm not hungry. I'm going to go drink some water, right? Or don't mess up good for perfect. Start today. You don't need to wait until January 1st. You don't have to be perfect. Take the buns off the burgers, the croutons off the salad, grab a lettuce wrap. You don't have to be perfect, right? If you're eating less sugar and processed junk, and you're drinking more water, and you're being mindful, and you're eating when you're truly hungry, and if you're being mindful, you will see the results that you want. But the secret is consistency over time. It might take you a year, right? I talked about this earlier this month. Like, are you Have you made the decision that you're going to get healthy? And if you did, get your butt off that wire and take the action to do so. Plan your meals. Take the buns off the burgers when you go out to eat. Don't order the French fries, right? Stop drinking all that pop. Drink more water. If you need something to help you, try ketones. If you find yourself scrolling on social media till midnight, put your phone away and go to bed, because that actually helps with fat loss. If you're super stressed, read a book. Like, there are things that you can do, but you've got to make a pivot. You've got to make a change. There's a decision and then there's an action step. Put what you know to work, right? I might start saying that. Stop being the bird, making the decision, and be the bird that flies away. Take the action. So I'm here to help. I hope you have an incredible day. Thank you for tuning in. Your presence matters. It actually really helps me as I talk live, and I love to see your name scroll through, and I do love to answer your questions. So I hope you have an incredible day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.